People were coming in to take advantage of the discounts. So discount shoppers were low margin. Because they were low margin, but they were high frequency, it was creating a lot of fulfillment issues for the staff, and they weren't coming back. So you're talking about people, they were only coming for the discounts.
Hey everybody, welcome to Business Lunch with me, Roland Frazier, one of your hosts, and Ryan Dice, your other host. Ryan, how you doing today?
I'm doing so great. Have you heard the news?
What news?
Big news. Turns out Starbucks, are you ready for this?
I thought you were going to tell me a lucky man had made the grade, but okay, good. Yes.
Turns out Starbucks wants to be a coffee shop again.
Isn't Starbucks a coffee shop?
Yeah, well, so apparently I was reading this morning. I thought this was kind of interesting. This was in an article posted on CNN. So I didn't realize this. I think we talked about it before, but I don't know the exact number, but like a significant chunk of Starbucks revenue is essentially going through the app and online. Like Starbucks has basically shifted from being a coffee shop to essentially being an online retailer. People going in and just grabbing beverages, and apparently their new CEO Brian Nickel is like, we've lost our way.
Is it mostly coffee though that they're buying online? Like they're just ordering in advance so they don't have to wait in line for it?
Yeah, they're basically going in. It's a grab and go. It's a go through the drive-through.
He doesn't like that.
He doesn't like it.
I initially one might ask why. Seems great. Seems like better experience for everybody than those long lines that I used to see out the door.
So I don't think he minds people necessarily like ordering online. The big thing that he's talking about that they're moving away from, he said that they're ditching the discounts. So they're no longer doing discounts, which that'll be interesting to see.
By the way, that I'm not a coffee guy, so the only time I'm ever in Starbucks is to get you or somebody at an event a coffee, and that's it. So talk to me, explain like I was 5, because I don't know anything about discounts they offer or anything.
Yeah, so they used to not do this, but apparently they've been pushing a lot of discounts through the app to juice sales. So it'd be a 50% off, it'd be a 2-for-1, come on in. And
you could get a coffee for as little as $20 then?
Yeah, right. Crazy. And to call it coffee is ridiculous. I mean, these things are functionally like milkshakes at this point, right? So, but what they were finding, according to the new CEO, the people who were coming in for the discounts, they weren't necessarily coming back to buy more coffee. They were only coming in to do these discounts, and it was creating just a massive hassle for the people there. It was like locking down all of their systems because they were having to make so many drinks so quickly that it was just locking down their store. So he basically said, no more, we're not going to be doing any more discounts. What we're going to be doing instead is just rolling out new drinks, and we're going to get people to come in to have our seasonal drinks.
So explain what the problem was, though, because I still don't understand. They were coming in to take advantage of the discounts that they were offered?
People were coming in to take advantage of the discounts. So discount shoppers were low margin. Because they were low margin, but they were high frequency, it was creating a lot of fulfillment issues for the staff, and they weren't coming back. So you're talking about...
So they would only come for the discount.
They were only coming for the discounts.
It was like Groupon, the Groupon problem.
They were basically creating their own like Groupon cycle, and it would create a surge of revenue that wasn't dropping to the bottom line. And all in all, they were seeing sales decline.
That makes sense.
And so and essentially like the argument that he's making is that we have unwittingly changed our positioning from this premium coffee house brand. Starbucks was the first. And what do we think when you think, like you said, you're not a coffee guy, but what you said about
writing a novel with an expensive, not coffee drink.
Right. Well, but what you think about Starbucks is they were the first ones that you would go and buy like a $6 cup of coffee. Right. They were the premium coffee brand. Uh-huh. And now they have unwittingly, according to their CEO, transformed into essentially the discount coffee house, because it's all buy through the app on discounts. come into the drive-through. We're Dunkin' Donuts. We're McDonald's. And
Yeah.
so he wants to pivot it back. And so he
Okay.
wants to get, and the other thing that they did was they started pulling out, when you would walk into Starbucks, it used to be these like big, comfy, cozy lounge things. And because they would encourage you to come in and actually stay, because
Yeah.
you'd stay and you'd order multiple things. Well, they pulled all that stuff out and they made the furniture all really, really hard. They
Yeah.
didn't want you to stay.
Right.
So he's going to come in and he wants to put in soft furniture again to bring back that coffee house vibe so that people do stay again, hoping to bring back the type of consumers who appreciate good coffee, who order more expensive coffee, and who buy hopefully multiple cups of coffee.
Yeah.
So this is the strategy.
Okay.
Right. And that's the hope. So we're going to come out with more seasonal drinks, no more discounts to juice it. We're going to try to get people to come in and to stay, not just buying the app, grabbing, go. And we really want to be seen again as that community coffee house, the third place. That's what you had your home, you had your work, and then you had Starbucks, the third place. We want to go back to being this. That is their strategy. We want to reclaim the brand that we were. And so my question to you, Roland Frazier, you're pretty good at this strategy thing. If you are consulting with Brian Nickel, who is the new CEO, what do you think? Good strategy, bad strategy?
I mean, I honestly, I like the idea. I think the Groupon strategy is a flawed strategy because you attract not your ideal customer profile. You attract a discount shopper who is harder to take care of, more complainy in all of the experiences that I've seen with it, and is a bottom feeder, a discount hound, not a good customer. So it's not really good for generating the ICP that you're looking for, and it's not good for retention, repeat business. I think that what I would probably lean harder into would be take the discount dollars and reapply them to a loyalty program. I like the idea of having people come in and stay, and they're already there and stay all day and drink coffee all day, and let's reward those people for staying, not for coming in the first time to get the cheapest cup, but for staying with a loyalty program. So maybe you're, every 10th coffee cup that we punch, you get another one free or something like that. Or, although I don't know many things that would be higher margin than coffee, or some other high margin thing. I actually like this strategy as a change with a loyalty bent. What are your thoughts?
I think if you're going to do it, then it needs to be somewhat performative. Like you need to make a show of it. I think if all they do is take away the discounts and just put in comfier cushions, but they don't tell anybody they're doing it, they're going to wind up spending a lot of money on it.
How to launch it, what do you think of the strategy?
I kind of think it's the only option they got, because I agree. The discounting it's just a race to the bottom. And I just, if you're the discount brand, I don't know that you necessarily want to be that, because you're always still going to be a little bit more expensive. And so people are going to happily go to plenty of other, options. Like I don't know that you want to be the little more expensive discount brand.
What do you think about, what do you think about, that sounds terrible.
Right. Well, that's where they are right now. Yeah.
It is. So what do you think about premium positioning for them? And then also, like, I guess, is it possible for them to gain premium positioning again, having kind of given it up, is my first question. And my second one is, given that there are so many competitors now that have created the cushy seat coffee house vibe that Starbucks didn't have back in the good old days when they were first bringing the European concept to America, is it possible? Or are they effectively a leader that's now a Me Too? I
would worry. So if I'm a public market investor, and I'm not really, certainly not when it comes to individual stocks, but this is probably one that I'm selling, because I don't know that it is. I think it's the only hand that they have to play. But man, I don't know that they can pull it off.
Yeah.
I don't know that you can take a brand that was premium, that went discount, try to push it back premium, because I just don't know that the consumer is there anymore at the scale that they're at right now. They were premium at a niche level. But when you think about true premium brands, like true luxury brands, they exist in a sliver of the marketplace,
Yeah.
right? Hermes is not for the masses. But the whole concept of Starbucks is they're everywhere. They open them everywhere.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that you can be both premium and all over the place. Like, I just don't know that you can have both of those things. And that's what they went for. They went for both premium and all over the place. And I think that ultimately was the issue with the strategy. In pursuit of scale, they kind of lost their way. And I think this happens with businesses all the time. And so I think where they are right now is the logical extension of their actual strategy, which was scale at all cost. Just scale, just grow. So I don't know that they really can go back.
I wonder, like if I think about Target really, when I was growing up, Target was discount, and then Target went upscale, discount, upscale by, aligning with stars and influencers and, things like that, and really did a good job of that. I don't know how they're doing today, but generally, I saw them.
Still doing well.
Yeah.